a device, and many solutions. Just as a smartwatch can measure not only the time, conventional blood pressure monitors provide details about the pulse pressure rhythm. Riva-Rocci discovered the current basis of the new blood pressure measurement with the systole. Korotkov discovered diastole by listening to sounds. Redtel has now invented a way to continuously preserve the pulse pressure rhythm digitally and on the go, based on both previous developments. But to the beginning. Riva-Rocci developed the systole in the year 1896 by constricting the blood supply in the upper arm, followed by a slow release, relief. Result: the systole was defined with the first detectable pressure pulse. Where there is a maximum, there is also a minimum. The lower point on the red oscillation line today indicates the pressure equalization during release and thus the disappearance of noises. Korotkov discovered with the flow signals the diastole and thus the minima of our known pressure pulse in 1905. The blood pressure measuring devices have evolved to the analog handheld devices used today, known in clinics and practices. The systole and diastole, according to Riva-Rocci and Korotkov, are still ubiquitous today. However, the data between the known value pair of systole and diastole is volatile. This means that the pulse pressure rhythm data cannot be preserved with the gold standard through manual or automated measurement. The blood pressure machines, starting in the 1980s, brought about the breakthrough of general blood pressure measurement worldwide. Due to their ease of use, blood pressure measurement became accessible to essentially everyone. But with the blood pressure measuring devices, sight, feeling, and sounds of the pulse pressure rhythm were lost. The ideal value, 120/80 mmHg, was and is not automatically healthy in the presence of arrhythmias. The graphic shows today's gold standard, marked as black dots, for the systolic and diastolic values of a blood pressure measurement. The blue-marked area and the points define the area that has only been briefly available to doctors with the well-known stethoscope and manometer until today. The measurement with devices currently does not define a temporal pressure pulse rhythm. Only the invasive continuous blood pressure measurement measures and stores the pulse pressure rhythm in intensive care medicine. For comparison, on the left, the gold standard of the WHO. 2 values, 1 system, a special response. On the right side of the image, 2 data sets on pulse pressure rhythm are available as a PDF and ready to send via the app for the professional. The data was measured as expected between systole and diastole, a well-known system suitable for 2 applications: A, usable for WHO data, and B, also for pulse pressure rhythm. Redtel creates visibility of this blind spot with his logic between the known data. Riva-Rocci and Korotkov thus serve as the basis for intermittent continuous blood pressure measurement. The two established the framework for a consistently further thought-out solution, and thus for the storable pulse pressure rhythm. Redtel also has the ability to create a calibration profile that allows for a load-free, continuous blood pressure measurement using blood pressure-dependent progression data measured with smartwatches and similar devices. Focus makes visible what remains hidden. In astronomy, as in continuous blood pressure monitoring, Holger Redtel.